Happy Monday. Just went for a walk, got a smoothie. Been mainly answering emails this morning. We are 2 days away from my book release. 2 days. Oh, if you're new here, hi, my name is Katesbookdate. I'm an author. I have 10 books out currently. Book number 11 comes out in 2 days. Everything is linked down below. I think I am finally caught up on email stuff. And today I mainly want to wrap up a client project. It's a manuscript evaluation. I already read through it, commented, I have all my notes. Now I just need to like put them together in an organized fashion to send to her. And then I don't really have a plan after that, to be honest. I've been doing my book release stuff. I leave in like a week, which is crazy. That has crept up so quickly. So I'll probably mainly be focusing on getting ready for my trip, getting the apartment ready, cleaning, and making sure I have everything that I need. I think I've seen all of the stuff that I shipped there, all of my books and stuff that I'm gonna sell at the table. I think they've all made it there, so don't have to worry about things running late. I do want to plan ahead and like pack ahead of time so I'm not stressed last minute. And then I do still need to pick up one more thing before my book release on Wednesday. I have a cake, I have all this kind of stuff. I need a bottle of champagne. So we'll probably go grab that today. Right now I'm just trying to stay off of social media as much as I can. I like come in, quickly post, and then get out really fast because I'm still trying to like post leading up to the release and stuff, but I don't even want to talk about it. Like I don't even want to put this energy into the universe. Like I am trying so hard not to be frustrated. I've been trying so hard to be consistent and posting everywhere, and it's just like nothing is performing anywhere. And I don't want to think about it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to stress about it, but I am obviously not thrilled about it. Anyway, client project, first things first. Also, I gave myself a haircut last night. Can you tell? Does it look bad? I don't think you can tell. I need to go get it done. I've been putting it off, as you can probably see with the color. When I dyed it, we did like the semi-permanent or whatever, and at this point it's just my natural hair, so I've just been letting it grow out. All of this down here I think is like the old stuff that I bleached, and now the dye that we put on it is fading out, and I really would I don't want to have to dye it again. I just want to let this grow out and just let my hair be its natural color again, but I'm not willing to cut off that much of my hair right now. So right now it's just this color, and I don't want to put more dye on it, but I don't want it to be this color. I don't even know what this is. It's just, I don't know. Does it look bad? I can't really tell. Sometimes I think it looks okay, and then sometimes I'm like, man, what even is that color at this point? Some of it's like red, some of it's like blonde, and it's only in like certain parts of my hair because I had dyed like the under part of it hot pink, if you weren't here for that era. If it's like back here, you can't even tell. No, it's just my natural color. So anyway. We're venturing out of the cave. I have not finished my letter, but I have gotten close. I like split it up into sections to kind of like organize the main categories I want to talk about, and I've gotten through all but one category. And then my internet just randomly decided to stop working, so we're letting it reset. So while that happens, we're gonna head to Whole Foods. Hello. Sheepy King. This is the fit. These are from Abercrombie. I've actually really been liking their activewear. This is from Free People, and this is my new Lululemon jacket. And we're not going to talk about the shoes that are like absolutely falling apart. They're more comfortable that way. You want to hear about my latest little rabbit hole hyperfixation interest? This will happen to me quite often. I'll find one thing, become obsessed with it, and make it my whole personality for like a month, and then I move on. And my latest thing has been the Alien movies, which I guess is not that unusual for me because I like horror movies so much, but you wouldn't think it's unusual for me. It is unusual for me. So I'm gonna talk about the movies here for a second. If you don't care, you can skip ahead. If you do care and you want more on like horror movies and stuff, I do have a couple of horror movie videos over my second channel. But the majority of the horror movies that I watch and enjoy though, I like them because they don't scare me. I think that's what like doesn't compute with people who don't like scary movies. They don't like to be scared. Like I don't really either. The horror movies that I like them because they don't necessarily scare me. Unless I'm in the mood to be scared, I kind of steer clear of things I know will like actually disturb me, such as Alien. I don't know if there's like a word for it. There probably is. I have like some kind of weird like phobia. And so the one thing that I usually steer clear of with horror movies because it like deeply disturbs me. It's any kind of like parasitic thing, anything living inside of you, and that's how you die. Like, I can take the stabbings all day long, that's fine, but anything killing you from the inside out, absolutely not. And so if you're unfamiliar with the Alien franchise, I'm not spoiling this because the first movie literally came out in 1979. I'm probably the only person who hasn't seen them yet. These aliens attach to your face and then burst out of your chest. And so I thought there's no way I could handle that. That is like deeply, deeply disturbing to me. I don't even watch like pregnancy movies. Like literally, I can't. I had to stop watching that one like early 2000s horror movie, The Ruins, where like the plants, the vines like go, oh, give me any other kind of death other than that. Like horrific. I don't know what it was that spurred me into wanting to finally start these movies though. Maybe it's because the most recent one is in theaters. It just came out like a month ago. But what really sold me, what convinced me to try it, was remembering my experience with the Saw franchise. Because I was utterly convinced I wouldn't be able to handle those movies and I wouldn't like them. I thought they were going to be too like torture-y and like not have enough substance outside of that for me. I don't really mind blood and gore in horror movies if there's more to it, if the movies are relying on that and that's the only way they're able to have horror. I don't like it. It feels cheap and lazy and boring. I gave the Saw movies a try a couple of years ago. Ended up loving them and binging the entire franchise in like a weekend. So I was like, maybe, you know what, maybe I would actually like this. Maybe it's not that bad, because I had like built Saw up in my head to be like something that would be too much for me, and then I watched it and I was like, that really was not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So then I watched the first Alien film. I also have a hard time with older films. I'm a little bit ageist when it comes to movies. I was born in the 90s, so anytime 90s afterwards I can usually watch. If I watch the film and I can like tell that it's old based on like the quality and the effects and stuff, like it just pulls me out. I have a hard time. And so this first movie coming out in the 70s, I was like, there's no way. And then watched the first movie, was hooked, have watched almost all of them. Gotten through Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien, what is it called? Starts with an R. Oh my god, what is it called? It's my least favorite one so far, so. Resurrection. That's the fourth one. And then Prometheus and Alien Covenant. I still need to watch the Alien vs. Predator ones. I haven't seen the Predator movies though. And then I need to see the new one. Anyway, this has been my latest like obsession. Not only have I like been watching all of the films, but then I'm like going through and watching other people's reactions and rankings and discussions. Like this has been so much fun. I love getting into a franchise that has like a really strong fan base, and then you have all this content and you can just like see other people be excited about it. It's so much fun. So anyway, if you've seen these, if I'm assuming most of you have, if you like this genre, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have a favorite. I was so surprised by which ones I ended up liking more than the others. My favorite is actually Aliens, the second one, which I know is like a pretty common opinion within the fandom, but for me, I did not think it was going to go that way because everyone described that one as being more of an action movie than a horror movie, and I don't like action movies. That movie literally had me questioning, maybe I would like action movies. Maybe I should give them more of a chance. That is a perfect film. Literally a perfect film, Aliens. I loved it. I have not seen Alien Romulus. I have been spoiled for it. So yes, I am aware that there is something in there that I'm going to find deeply disturbing, like ×2. So I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about that one, but I'm still gonna watch it. I just might not go see it in a theater. The comfort of my own home might need to be the solution there. I've only seen all of the films once, so I feel like I need to mull over it. I'll need to like rewatch to have firm opinions on them. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go back and watch the Predator movies because I feel like those ones are more action-y, so I feel like I'm not gonna like them. I might just watch the Alien vs. Predators. I have seen the first Alien vs. Predators. It was just like a really long time ago, so I don't remember it super well. And the second one sucks, according to everyone. Everyone hates it, so maybe I just skip it. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't seen them yet, like me, and you're on the fence, I would recommend at least watching the first two. You might be surprised. I was shocked by how much I ended up liking them. They're on, I think they're all on Hulu right now. That's my tangent for today. It is now 3 p.m. I have finished writing my edit letter for my client. I never like to send them the same day that I write them though. I like to mull over them, reread them with fresh eyes the next day just to make sure everything looks good. And I always like the day after, try to make sure the tone comes across the way I want it to. I've talked about this before, like I don't ever want it to be discouraging. This is a repeat client of mine. I think we've worked on like more than 5 projects together, so I'm less worried about that with her because we've worked together a lot. But still, as a writer myself, I know it's nice when you get feedback and like there's a nicer way to say things, which is sometimes not the fastest way to say things. So when I'm like just taking notes and I'm just like trying to get my thoughts across, it can come across harsher than I intend. So we want to avoid that. If I didn't already say this in this video, I don't know when this is going up, so maybe it's like already past release and it doesn't matter. The paperbacks for Tell Me It's Right are live early on Amazon. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the listing with my alternate paperback. So it was supposed to be that the ebook was linked to the regular paperback and then you could find the alternate version in its own listing. And that's the way it was for this whole pre-order period until a few days ago when I went in there. And now the ebook is linked to the alternate paperback and the standard one is like nowhere to be found. Luckily I had already made the A+ content, so if you go down there and you click that link, that'll take you to the standard paperback. So if you're looking for the people cover, go to the ebook version, scroll down, and then click on the standard cover paperback. That'll take you there. I have reached out to KDP to try and like fix this so it's easier to find. This is not ideal. And then if you like go to my author page and you scroll down, the only option you can find is the alternate cover. So this has not been ideal. I think the problem might have been I was setting the paperbacks live early on purpose so people could order them and hopefully get them by release date, and I set the alternate live first, so then it like replaced the standard one. And then I don't know why they have different ISBN numbers and then they have the different title because I have alternate cover in the title. So hopefully KDP gets back to me and helps me fix this. Luckily I already made that A+ content, so it is there. You can find it that way, but that is the only way I have been able to find it. Like it's not searchable otherwise. So that's really annoying. Anyway, the paperbacks are live early if you want to get them. I still have some more signed copies available through me. I did get some more damaged copies, so those have been restocked. I'm going to close my shop down in a few days here though, because I'm going to be out of town and I don't want to be spending my last few days fulfilling orders when I'm packing and getting ready to leave. I was looking at the weather though to try and plan my outfits, and it is October and all I want is to wear my cute little fall outfits and look what the weather is going to be like the entire time I am there. 90 degrees? How do people live in Florida? Is that normal for Florida? Do you live in Florida? Is that normal? That is evil. That is vile. Also, I did want to say I was going to look through the comments to see if there were any questions to answer in this one. I don't think there were. If you have questions that you want answered in the next vlog, feel free to comment them down below. But looking through the comments of the previous vlog, most of them were people being very supportive about the little like health talk that I had at the end of the last vlog. So thank you guys so much for chiming in the comments about that. The comments just ended up being such like a nice community little area on that video. So it's crazy when you're going through something like that and you really just feel like it's only happening to you and you feel really alone in it, and then to have the comments like absolutely flooded with people being like going through the same exact thing. It was comforting to me. I hope it was comforting to you guys to see so many other people being able to relate as well. So just thank you everybody who felt comfortable enough to share their own personal stuff too. I think that's it. I'm gonna go work out. I don't really think I have much more work to be done today, to be honest. I'll probably end up editing this video. I do at some point need to get back to working on book 2 for Gracie's Books series. The Sweet Spire series. I can say that now, I keep forgetting. This break has been helpful. I'm starting to feel like I'm ready to get back to it, but also momentum wise, I don't want to like fully get my brain back into it just in time for me to leave for this trip and then not work on it for a week. So I'm wondering if I should just like hold off until I get back from Orlando, and then that'll be the good time to work on it again. I don't know. I just set a release date for it. I didn't tell you that, because I wanted to get the pre-order up to link in the back of Gracie's book. So my tentative release date is, I think, April 14th for book 2. Originally I was gonna set it somewhere in March. There's a good chance the book will still come out in March. I just wanted the listing up to start to gather pre-orders, and when the book is ready it will be released. It might be before April, but I just also wanted to give myself enough time that I didn't feel rushed. Luckily I have reached out to my cover designers and it seems like I'll be able to get on their calendar for the right time, so that should be fine. And since I already have a draft and it's like a little bit more than a rough draft. Like I have been working on it since then. Yeah, I feel pretty good about being able to get there in time. Even if I don't work on it for the rest of September, October, November, December, January, February, and I would need to like have it off to my proofreaders, I really wouldn't be working on it for March to have it ready for April. So like 5 more months of working on it should be okay. Should be. No.